Let's ask a whole bunch of out-of-date old people what the future of television is, shall we? Hi, it's me again. And the House of Lords have got this committee thing talking about the future of broadcasting and the BBC and the TV licence and all that. All these dusty old people that have never lived in the real world because they're peers of the realm. You know, they've never lived in the real world at all. They don't know what me and you go through or how me and you watch stuff that we watch on the telly box now. You know, how can they possibly know what people want when they're so out of touch? It's ridiculous. But yeah, let's hold a massive cross-party group with House of Lords peers and let them give us some ideas of how we should live our lives. Makes no sense to me at all. A cross-party group of House of Lords peers have warned a bold new plan is needed for the BBC, which receives funding from the licence fee. It means the licence fee as it currently stands could be set for change, as it is considered whether the current approach is the correct one. The Lords Communication and Digital Committee have penned the Licence to Change BBC Future Funding Report, calling for the corporation to explain more clearly what it is for and how it should be funded. Now, I've got this report, I think it's like 37 pages or something, and I still haven't managed to read it. I get a few pages in and I'm just like, ugh. But if you ever watch the House of Lords live on TV, most of them are doing exactly the same thing, just on normal days in there, so you can understand it. How can these old, I know my viewers are mostly old people, but you live in the real world. These are peers of the realm. They don't live in the real world. They've never had to. They don't know anything. And also, if you want to know what the future of television is going to look like, you don't ask people like me over the age of 40. Why would you? I'm stuck in my ways. I don't know anything. You ask the teenagers, you ask the people coming up what they see the future of TV to be, because they are the television watchers of the future. And they are not bothered for watching broadcast TV. Broadcast TV is dead to them. Why would they want to wait till Thursday at 9 or whatever for their favourite show when there's a nice new box set just being released and they're going to pound their way through it this weekend? That's how they work. On their phone, on their tablets, not so much on the tellies anymore. You know, that these old people, they love BBC News and watching BBC Parliament and Antiques Roadshow. And it's stuff of the past, sadly. It just is. I don't get why we're asking them. I really don't get it. The report stated there is scope for the existing licence fee to be reformed or to make it more progressive for others too. A discount could presumably be extended to other low-income groups across all ages. For example, those receiving universal credit. Ultimately, the report suggested the licence fee is not the only option for BBC funding. It added, our evidence was clear that many of the apparent advantages of the licence fee are under threat, and it has several drawbacks. Well, it has a few more than several drawbacks. I mean, obviously the main one is they're funded by the government. The government takes in this money for them and then hands it over to the BBC. So it's skewed. And all of these people, many of the peers and everything, have experience with the BBC, working with the BBC, or, you know, stuff to do with the BBC. They're all tied in, they're all in one little club together. And the BBC defend them, and in return, they defend the BBC. Where's the impartiality in that? The only selling point the BBC have is its impartial news. They don't have any other selling points. You know, BBC Studios makes the shows. So you'd think if we get rid of the licence fee and the BBC goes under, BBC Studios isn't going to go under. It's a private corporation. It's a private business that sells shows around the world. So the same shows are going to be made. Your Doctor Who, your Top Gear, your Line of Duty, they're all still going to be made. They'll just be sold to ITV, Channel 5, Netflix, Amazon, whatever. It doesn't change a thing. There is no good reason to tax the people for a television channel. And the fact that you can't watch other channels because you don't pay your licence fee to the BBC is ridiculous. If they just change one thing about it, just say if you don't pay the licence fee, you can watch everything else, you just can't watch any BBC stuff. That'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Because BBC would be gone in a year. Be gone. Alternative funding options suggested in the report include advertising on the BBC, a subscription service, or ring-fencing income from tax to spend on the funding. However, each of these options came under scrutiny, either for perceived lack of affordability, controversy, or fairness. Fairness, I'll tell you what would be fair. I've said it before on this channel, and I will tell you what is fair to everybody involved, to the BBC, to the peers who are asleep mostly in the House of Lords, and to you and me. The only fair way to do this, when's the charter expires? 2027, and it's, what's that, nearly 5 years, right? Nearly 5 years. Let's write a letter, get these peers or get whoever's the boss, the new boss coming in, to write a letter to the BBC and say, when your current charter expires in 2027, you are on your own, mate. You're on your own. Do whatever you want to do. You want to show ads? Show some ads. You want to go subscription? Go subscription. But there's no more public funding for you. Other channels manage to survive. Why can't you? You know, as I said in a video last week, ITV brings in about 1.4 billion a year from advertising. Channel 4's not far off that either. I think they're 1.1 billion. And BBC Studios alone, just BBC Studios, bought in over $1 billion last year. So they're already, just that one company they have, they're already making the same sort of money as ITV and Channel 4, and they manage to survive and make good stuff. Let's not forget the BBC also has BBC Productions, BBC Distribution, about 4 other of those with BBC branding on it, and UK TV, which shows the shows you paid for long ago with your TV licence fee for profit, ads and sponsorship. How can they not do it? Just write them a letter saying in 2027, you're on your own, whatever you want to do, crack on and do it. But you're no longer taxing the people for it. And then they will decide the best way forward for them. How can these dusty old people who don't live in the real world decide what's best? They don't know. The only people that do know are the people who work there. Let the BBC work it out for themselves. Just say there's no more funding for you. Whatever you want to do, crack on, get it done, or you'll go tits up, won't you? Yeah, maybe I'm the one in the wrong here. Maybe I'm the crusty old fool who doesn't know the real world. It's possible, right? Tell me in the comments below if I am. But I can't see how the House of Lords can sort this out. The only people that can sort it out are the BBC themselves, because they know what's best for them going forward. You know, they know what's best for them is getting 3.2 billion quid a year for doing jack all. But that's got to come to an end. That's got to come to an end, and they've got to learn to stand on their own 2 feet. And maybe I'm the one in the wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm just the weirdo here. But I just see that as the most sensible option. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're reaching loads of new people at the minute, and we're helping loads of new people to cancel their TV licence, to tell the BBC how we really feel about them. So don't forget to hit that and leave your comments, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video again soon. Ta-da.